Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, Asantehene,
Sure.
in whom I'm well pleased.
Sure.
Chairman and members of the University Council, Vice Chancellor and Vice Chancellors from sister universities, Pro-Vice Chancellor and Pro-Vice Chancellors from sister universities, Registrar and Registrars from sister universities, former Vice Chancellors and Pro-Vice Chancellors and Registrars present, Honorable Members of Parliament and MMDC is present. I'm sorry, my original minister. I'm sorry.
Sure.
I recognize you. Well, he looks up to me here and the absent of the president. Provost colleges, members of convocation, senior and junior staff, Nananum alumni of the university, invited guests, members of the press, graduates, distinguished ladies and gentlemen.
Sure.
It is my singular honor and greatest joy to welcome you all to the 59th congregation of our noble university. As Chancellor and advocate for education, moments like this give me immense pride and fulfillment. Today, we gather once again to celebrate the triumph of dedication, sacrifice, and perseverance. Our graduates stand before us as proof that education remains the most reliable path to empowerment, liberation, and from poverty and deprivation, the attainment of a brighter, more purposeful future. So I wish you to shine forth as beacons of intellect and resilience, prepared to take your rightful place as leaders, innovators, and agents of transformation. May the Almighty God bless your efforts. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, yesterday and this morning, which I missed, because I think I missed the time. I have always come at 10 o'clock, and I was supposed to be here to listen to my daughter giving the last lecture this morning. I think my protocol messed it up. So I have to apologize first, but I'm grieved that we have been privileged in an intellectual feast, ably delivered by our distinguished daughter, Dr. Mercy Nyamua Asidu. On behalf of the university, I extend our profound gratitude for her illuminating discourse on the theme Super Intelligent AI Agents, existential threat to the human race, navigating through the intricacies of the AI revolution. The subject of artificial intelligence, as we have heard, is not a distant speculation of science fiction, but a present and powerful force shaping our world. It holds the capacity to revolutionize medicine, education, commerce, governance, and many other spheres of life. Yet, it also carries profound risks which, if left unchecked, could undermine the very essence of its application. The Decidu has guided us with clarity through the intricacies of this phenomenon, its origins, its trajectories, its promises, and its perils. She has reminded us that the challenge of our age is not merely to embrace technological advancements, but to do so with wisdom, foresight, and above all, a moral compass. As a premier institution of science and technology, it is our responsibility not to remain passive consumers of imported innovations, but to contribute meaningfully to the global discourse and development of AI. And it is for this reason that we have diligently undergone this tutelage. We must prepare our students and researchers to engage critically, to innovate responsibly, and to ensure that technology reflects our cultural values and advances the well-being of humanity. On this note, I commend you, my dear daughter, for standing as a shining inspiration for the youth of Ghana, especially to our young women who aspire to build careers in science and technology. A life and work remind us that excellence knows no boundaries when it is guided by vision and discipline. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, at each congregation ceremony, it is my solemn duty as Chancellor to draw the nation's attention to matters of national importance that touch the very fabric of our university and to bring them to the attention of the government and other stakeholders. On this occasion, I will highlight just a few. Your Excellency the Vice President, the story of KNUST Teaching Hospital is not new anymore at our national discourse. I have over the years on this same platform screamed it loud for attention. I was thus elated to learn through you to the President and then having said your Honorable Minister for Education during the grand level of the 50th anniversary celebration of our School of Medical Sciences promised the government of Ghana's commitment to completing our teaching hospital project.
Sure.
But the Minister, on behalf of His Excellency the President of the Republic, announced the release of 46 million Ghana cedis for the completion of the teaching hospital, an additional $38 million US to equip the teaching hospital as part of the 2025-26 formula of GetFund.
Sure.
You know, the reason why I said I'm well pleased in her is that it was through her that we sent the message. And she carried the message, and the monies are being delivered. I'm sure. I haven't asked the Vice Chancellor if we have any additions because I would have sent it through her again. This is in addition to the government's commitment to construct 2 multi-purpose lecture theaters at a cost of $10 million US. Ladies and gentlemen, the President deserves a resounding applause. And thank you also, Madam Vice President. I trust this is not a mere promise, and I know that when you promise, you will deliver.
Sure.
Your Excellency, I implore you to seize this historic moment and immortalize your name as the game changer who brought this noble vision to its glorious completion, a legacy that generations unborn will honor and remember you for.
Sure.
Another pressing challenge confronting this university is the issue of inadequate staffing. At the recent 5-year cyclical review of our university by the Ghana Tertiary Education Commission, I am told the challenge of our unfavorable student-to-lecturer ratio was brought sharply into focus. This situation places a heavy strain on our dedicated lecturers and threatens the quality of teaching and learning we provide. Madam Vice President, through you again, I call on your government to treat this matter with urgency and as a moral obligation, for it is not merely a question of numbers, but of the very future of our youth and the nation. Our universities must be empowered to provide not only instruction, but also the close guidance and mentorship that mold leaders, innovators, and custodians of our nation's destiny.
Sure.
I therefore appeal to your government, and through you to the President again, to grant the necessary financial clearance for the recruitment of additional academic and administrative staff. Can we sustain the quality of education that prepares our graduates to meet the demands of a rapidly changing world? And I know you will carry this message also and deliver. We are all aware of the unemployment situation in this nation. It was on that basis that I raised the issue when the German President and Ambassador paid courtesy calls on me last month. I wish to reiterate my appeal to the German government to support small and medium-scale industries. Unemployment is a major issue in the country. It is a national concern, and the President should take a keen interest in this critical issue. Barely 5 years ago, in this very hall, I issued a solemn and unequivocal warning against any encroachment upon the lands of KNUST. However, I have received reports indicating that some recalcitrant people continue to test our resolve. Let me therefore say again, with absolute clarity and without equivocation, any encroachment upon nationals will not be tolerated.
Sure.
As I indicated 5 years ago, these lands are not ordinary. These are sacred legacies entrusted to us by our forebears and reserved for the education and upliftment of generations unborn. They belong to the nation of Ghana and to the bright minds who will shape her future. Any attempt to prey on them is an attack on that sacred trust and will be met with decisive action.
Sure.
Or who have such intentions to desist immediately and keep away from the sacred lands of KNUST.
Sure.
And unfortunately, hopefully they get some lawyers to take these matters to court when they know that it shouldn't be so. Especially when people present themselves as we are bringing it to, and then family not, when it is not like that. And yet lawyers, by their profession, take it to court to defend us, which is wrong. They are educated, and they know that this is also an educational institution. Why do you want to alienate lands belonging to the university for that? With all due respect, legal professional, please assess what cases come to you before you do that. And now, to you, gallant graduates, today marks both the end of your academic journey at KNUST and a new beginning. You carry forward not only the knowledge acquired here, but also the values of resilience, integrity, and a commitment to serving humanity. You step into the wider world. As you step into the wider world, let innovation guide your ideas. Integrity anchor your actions, and compassion shape your leadership. The true measure of education lies not in personal gain alone, but in the light you bring into the lives of others. Let us carry with us the solemn duty to ensure that in the unfolding story of artificial intelligence, Africa shall not stand as a mere spectator, but an active and responsible participant. Let us embrace the opportunities of this new age while safeguarding the dignity and destiny of humankind. Go forth, therefore, and let your life be a living testimony to the greatness of Otumfour University of Science and Technology. And now, by the powers conferred on me as Chancellor of Otumfour University of Science and Technology, KNUST, I, Otumfour II Asantehene, hereby declare this assembly duly constituted.
We are also here with us. We welcome you. Captains of industry, alumni of our great university, the graduating class of 2025, parents and guardians, our friends from the media, ladies and gentlemen.
But you look familiar.
It is an absolute pleasure and honor for me to add my voice to that of Nana Chancellor in welcoming you all to this very significant occasion, the convocation ceremony for the class of 2025. Indeed, we are grateful to the Almighty God for His grace and mercies over the past months. KNUST continues to be very grateful to the government of Ghana for all the tremendous assistance. And Nana Chancellor, thank you for reminding Her Excellency for us. When we are appreciating them, we are also applying. I believe the message will be carried. Thank you very much. Let's clap for the Vice President. We also greatly appreciate the invaluable support and guidance of our Chancellor, His Royal Majesty Otumfour Asantehene II. Madam Chancellor, KNUST really, truly appreciates your visionary leadership and guidance every step of the way. Nana Monino. Thank you very much. Now, to our industrious and dedicated staff, students and supportive stakeholders and diligent partners, we say Aiko. Just a short while ago, we had the privilege of listening to the final lecture by Dr. Asantehene, a great and industrious daughter of our land, in the three-part series that concluded the 13th RP Balfour Memorial Lectures. The theme, as Nana took us through, super intelligent AI agents, an existential threat to the human race, navigating through the intricacies of the AI revolution. We are grateful to you, Dr. Siedu, for the insightful lectures. We have noted all the next steps that we must take into consideration as a university and as a country, and we assure you that we will take it seriously. I am excited to note, indeed, that she happens to be the first lady, woman, to present the RP Balfour Memorial Lecture. Ladies, especially the young ones, and we have the Vice President here in this room. If they don't inspire you, I don't know what else would. Please clap for them. Thank you. Indeed, this lecture is a follow-up to a summer school last month, which was dedicated to AI in education, where we focused on how we could leverage on AI to improve what we do as a university. In addition, based on the AI strategy of the university, all students effective next academic year will take a compulsory course in responsible AI to enhance their global competitiveness. We cannot be left behind. The university through various colleges has held 16 sessions of the graduation ceremonies, which started from the 18th of November 2025. I am delighted to inform you that as part of the climax today, the university would confer honorary degrees and awards on distinguished personalities and deserving stakeholders who continue to support this noble institution. KNUST salutes you all, our awardees, and wish you very, very, very well. I thought we were going to. Thank you. May I, on behalf of all of us, also congratulate you, our dear graduates, on reaching this remarkable milestone in your educational journey. And Chancellor, with your kind permission, I will share some key developments at the university since the June 2025 convocation. Graduation statistics. Nana Chancellor, for this session, we will be graduating a total of 221 postgraduate students who have satisfied all the requirements to receive our prestigious degrees. In total, we are seeing off for this congregation 17,132, made up of 14,764, that is 86.2% undergraduates, and for postgraduates, we have 2,368, that is 13.8%. And actually, I'm happy to note that out of this 221 PhD graduates in this room this morning, we have 66 females graduating. Undertaken by staff and students, academic senior members take turns to share their discoveries, all in aid of affecting policy and impacting lives. We had two professors doing this during this period, Professor Hydrant Lucy and Professor Emmanuel Adinira. Prof. Lucy concentrated on monetary policy in Ghana, revisiting the Tobin's model, where he emphasized monetary policy as a potent tool for macroeconomic stabilization in Ghana. Prof. Adinira focused on the topic beyond the fence, transferring health, safety, and environmental knowledge from construction sites to host communities. He highlighted the significance of health, safety, and environmental issues during constructions. Massive congratulations to our senior members. New appointments. Nana Chancellor, our university has recently experienced some changes in leadership after approval from the University Council, and we are happy to welcome on board the following officers. 1. Mr. Benjamin Wampong Owusu, Esquire, Registrar of the University. Thank you very much. Professor Philip Nchieje, Provost, College of Science. Professor Christian Ranting, Provost, College of Art and Built Environment. Dr. Richard Lamptey, University Librarian. I saw and many more officers. We welcome all of them on board and congratulate them as they come on board to contribute their quota in building our university. Students Awards. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, our students continue to bring huge honor to us in so many ways. I'll just highlight just a few of them. The first one is that a 4-member team from the University, KNUST School of Business emerged winners of the 2025 Tertiary Business Science Challenge. This was held in August, yes, 2025. In addition, the overall performing student was Mr. Kojo Echampo, also from KNUST. The United KNUST was also crowned the National 2025 United Ghana National Champions. I used to think that to go to Bangkok, Thailand to represent the nation. There, they put up a very impressive and bold performance, which nearly brought home the trophy. The assurance is that we should watch out for them in the next call. Let's clap for them. The University of Ghana was there. University of Cape, they were all there, Nana. They were all there. The KNUST was also declared the winner of the 2025 National Insurance Debate that was organized by the Ghana Insurance Association, where 15 tertiary institutions from across the country were also there. Yes, they were there. Our sportsmen and women continue to make us proud. This time, they also emerged the national winners of the 28th Ghana University Sports Association, WIZA, cross-country and minor games. Our sons and daughters are not going to let's clap for them. Thank you. Making Students' Week celebration. The Lord Chancellor, following a request from the student leaders to the University Council for the celebration of a university-wide Students' Week and Council's subsequent approval. Board, they are also here with us. We welcome you. Nananom, captains of industry, alumni of our great university, graduating class of 2025, parents and guardians, our friends from the media, ladies and gentlemen. It is an absolute pleasure and honor for me to add my voice to that of Nana Chancellor in welcoming you all to this very significant occasion, the congregation ceremony for the class of 2025. Indeed, we are grateful to the Almighty God for His grace and mercies over the past months. KNUST continues to be very grateful to the government of Ghana for all the tremendous assistance. And Nana Chancellor, thank you for reminding Her Excellency for us. When we are appreciating them, we are also applying. I believe the message will be carried. Thank you very much. Let's clap for the Vice President. Appreciate the invaluable support and guidance of our Chancellor, His Royal Majesty Otumfour was sent to the second. Nana Chancellor, KNUST really, truly appreciates your visionary leadership and guidance every step of the way. Nana Monino, thank you very much. Now, to our industrious and dedicated staff, students, and supportive stakeholders and diligent partners, we say Ayiku. Just a short while ago, we had the privilege of listening to the final lecture by Dr. Asantehene, a great and industrious daughter of our land, in the three-part series that concluded the 13th RP Balfour Memorial Lectures. The theme, as Nana took us through, super intelligent AI agents, an existential threat to the human race, navigating through the intricacies of the AI revolution. We are grateful to you, Dr. Asantehene, for the insightful lectures. We have noted all the next steps that we must take into consideration as a university and as a country, and we assure you that we will take it seriously. I am excited to note, indeed, that she happens to be the first lady, woman, to present the RP Balfour Memorial Lecture. Ladies, especially the young ones, and we have the Vice President here in this room. If they don't inspire you, I don't know what else would. Please clap for them. Thank you. Indeed, this lecture is a follow-up to our summer school last month, which was dedicated to AI and education, where we focused on how we could leverage on AI to improve what we do as a university. In addition, based on the AI strategy of the university, all students effective next academic year will take a compulsory course in responsible AI to enhance their global competitiveness. We cannot be left behind. Thank you. The university through various colleges has held 16 sessions of the graduation ceremonies, which started from the 18th of November 2025. I am delighted to inform you that as part of the climax today, the university would confer honorary degrees and awards on distinguished personalities and deserving stakeholders who continue to support this noble institution. KNUST salutes you all, our deeds, and wish you very, very, very well. I thought we were going to... On behalf of all of us, also congratulate you, our dear graduates, on reaching this remarkable milestone in your educational journey. And actually, with your kind permission, I will share some key developments at the university since the June 2025 convocation. Graduation statistics. Nana Chancellor, for this session, we will be graduating a total of 221 postgraduate students who have satisfied all the requirements to receive our prestigious degrees. In total, we are seeing off for this congregation 17,132, made up of 14,764, that is 86.2% undergraduates, and for postgraduates, we have 2,368, that is 13.8%. And actually, I'm happy to note that out of this 221 PhD graduates in this room this morning, we have 66 females graduating. Undertaken by staff and students, academic senior members take turns to share their discoveries, all in aid of affecting policy and impacting lives. We had two professors doing this during this period, Professor Hyder Yusuf and Professor Emmanuel Adinira. Prof. Yusuf concentrated on monetary policy in Ghana, revisiting the Tobin's model, where he emphasized monetary policy as a potent tool for macroeconomic stabilization in Ghana. Prof. Adinira focused on the topic Beyond the fence, transferring health, safety, and environmental knowledge from construction sites to host communities. He highlighted the significance of health, safety, and environmental issues during constructions. Massive congratulations to our senior members. New appointments. Nana Chancellor, our university has recently experienced some changes in leadership after approval from the University Council, and we are happy to welcome on board the following officers. 1. Mr. Benjamin Wampong Owusu, Esquire, Registrar of the University. Thank you very much. Professor Philip Nchieje, Provost, College of Science. Professor Christian Granting, Provost, College of Art and Built, Ghana. Dr. Richard Lamptey, University Librarian, and so and many more officers. We welcome all of them on board and congratulate them as they come on board to contribute their quota in building our university. Students Awards. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, our students continue to bring huge honor to us in so many ways. I'll just highlight just a few of them. The first one is that a 4-member team from the KNUST School of Business emerged winners of the 2025 Tertiary Business Science Challenge. This was held in August, yes, 2025. In addition, the overall performing student was Mr. Kojo Echampon, also from KNUST. The United KNUST was also crowned the National 2025 Ignatius Ghana National Champions. I used to think that to go to Bangkok, Thailand to represent the nation. There, they put up a very impressive and bold performance, which nearly brought home the trophy. The assurance is that we should watch out for them in the next call. Let's clap for them. Make that the University of Ghana was there. University of Papers, they were all there, Nana. They were all there. KNUST was also declared the winner of the 2025 National Insurance Debate that was organized by the Ghana Insurance Association, where 15 tertiary institutions from across the country were also there. Yes, they were there. As sportsmen and women continue to make us proud. This time, they also emerged the national winners of the 28th Ghana University Sports Association, cross-country and minor games. Our first and daughters are not going to just clap for them. Thank you. Making Students' Week celebration. The Lord Chancellor, following a request from the student leaders to the University Council for the celebration of a university-wide Students' Week and Council's subsequent approval.
And Vice Chancellors from other universities, the Registrar and Registrars from other universities, Provosts, members of Convocation, faculty and staff, Nananum, alumni, graduates and award winners, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Good morning. Thank you. On behalf of His Excellency, President John Dramani Mahama, I thank you for the kind invitation to be part of this special graduation ceremony. And Otumfour the second, please allow me to address your concerns. First, I want to acknowledge the support my government has been able to give, and we are very grateful for that. I also hear you on the completion of projects, and believe me, as usual, I will take your concerns to our president, and I have no doubt that as he normally does it, he will respond to these too. I also heard you on the importance of FTE in order to meet the faculty requirements, and definitely the needful will be done. And my young sister, the Vice Chancellor, I heard you on the achievements of KNUST, and from where I stand, I feel very privileged and blessed to be very happy about the achievements of all the universities. So I'm very impressed, and I want to urge all our students, including those in KNUST, to continue to put the smiles on our faces. Congratulations to them. It is a pleasure and a responsibility to be with all of you today, because we are here today to confer hard-earned degrees and to acknowledge years of study, research, and service. The graduates here today have learned that academic research is not a sprint. It is a long and deliberate climb. They have wrestled with questions for which there were few answers, tested ideas, and demanded their creativity. Now they have contributed in their own way to the expansion of human knowledge. Congratulations. We also honor the award winners for representing excellence, leadership, integrity, and work that transcends self-interest. Congratulations to our speaker too. All of these remind us that scholarship must be connected to impact and not limited to the lecture theaters or the laboratories. Ladies and gentlemen, we are very proud to note that KNUST continues to insist on academic excellence and on relevance. The university is engaging more in translational research. That is very important. Scholars are joining theory with practice and generating results across disciplines, borders, and sectors. Many have produced dissertations, studies, or designs to address our priorities, whether health systems innovation, agricultural sustainability, or industrial policy. In other words, ladies and gentlemen, these research projects go beyond academic exercises and contribute to our national development agenda. Distinguished guests, government has ever remained committed to the highest standards of teaching, research, and learning. Several high-level interventions are now shaping our nation's educational terrain. I will touch on a few. In October this year, President John Mahama took a significant step toward widening access to higher education by launching the free tertiary education for persons with disabilities. For him, it is a clear act of justice. Under the program, students with certified disabilities admitted to accredited public tertiary institutions have their tuition and academic facility fees absorbed by the state. The system is administered through a mechanism designed to ensure efficiency and transparency. It is a thoughtful reform that sits within an inclusion agenda. This agenda aims to remove structural barriers and enable every learner to participate meaningfully in the nation's intellectual and professional life. Along this, let me touch on the no fees stress policy, which took effect in the 2025-2026 academic year and has already eased the transition into tertiary education for thousands of young persons. The policy, therefore, removed one of the steepest obstacles at the point of entry. For more than 120,000 students have already benefited from the new reimbursement structure. This is an equity-driven intervention designed to ensure that admission to our tertiary institutions is determined as much as possible by merit and also by aspiration. In this way, the policy broadens opportunities and strengthens the long-term development of Ghana's human capital. Your Majesty, please allow me to turn to our accomplished graduates. The distinction you carry comes with a particular kind of duty. A higher degree is a qualification as well as an expectation. And the expectation is that you will lead inquiry, elevate discourse, and apply your intellect to complex problems. The Ghanaian public, and indeed the African continent, needs thought leadership grounded in resourcefulness, data, ethics, and public value. Whether you remain in academia, join public service, launch a business, or advise international bodies, your ability to think clearly and act responsibly will be tested. Do not forget that your families, communities, and nation have not invested in your education for your benefit alone. Remember them and maintain your academic humility. True scholarship implies a willingness to be questioned and the ability and confidence to change one's mind when evidence demands it. This is especially important in our world today. Our world today, which is often crowded by noise, that is the time we need to hear those who approach issues thoughtfully. You are keepers of a scholarly tradition that demands vigor, respect, and a refusal to reduce complexity to slogans. The real value of your degree may not even be evident today, but it will be seen over time in the institutions you strengthen, the young people you mentor, the policies you help refine, and the knowledge you leave behind. As a nation, we look to you not necessarily for easy answers, but for better questions, sharper tools, and deeper insight. Congratulations to all of you. May your knowledge serve your aspirations, your society, and your time. I want to thank you, and may God bless our homeland.